As we journey through life, many of us between the ages of 65 and 80 may unknowingly engage in habits that could be detrimental to our health. These routines not only slow us down, but might even take precious years away from our lives. It's essential to recognize that our bodies change as we age, and what once felt harmless can now pose serious risks. During this vibrant stage of life, certain activities can become more challenging and potentially harmful. What worked for us in our 40s and 50s may not be as beneficial anymore. Many people are unaware of these changes until they notice a decline in their well-being. That's why today, I want to share 5 habits you might want to reconsider if you're between 65 and 80. By making these adjustments, you can enhance your health, energy, and longevity. Stay with me until the end, as the last habit is often overlooked but could profoundly impact your life. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and turn on notifications to stay updated with our uplifting content. If you find value in this video, feel free to type 1 in the comments. Your feedback helps me create better content for you. Now, let's embark on this journey of discovery together. Let's begin with mistake number 1, sitting for long periods without movement. Many might think that taking a daily walk is enough to stay active, but here's the catch. Even with regular exercise, prolonged sitting can significantly increase your risk for heart disease and other health issues. After 60, our bodies respond differently to inactivity. Did you know that sitting for extended hours can slow down your metabolism, weaken your muscles, and strain your joints? It's true. This can lead to decreased mobility, chronic pain, and an increased chance of falls. Picture this. Have you ever stood up after sitting for a while only to feel stiffness in your knees or tightness in your back? Your body is sending a message. It craves movement. Too much sitting can also lead to reduced blood flow, which not only stiffens muscles and joints, but also impacts cognitive health. Let me share a heartening story about George, a spirited 72-year-old. He believed his daily walk was sufficient, but he soon realized his legs were getting weaker and his back pain was worsening. After a chat with his doctor, he learned that breaking up long sitting periods was essential. So, George began setting a timer to stand and move every 30 to 45 minutes, incorporating simple stretches and light activities. Within weeks, he felt less stiffness, improved circulation, and a boost in energy. Here's a quick test for you. If you find yourself sitting for over an hour, take a moment now to stand up, roll your shoulders, stretch your legs, or walk around for a few minutes. If you notice an immediate improvement, that's your body reminding you of its need for movement. The key to a vibrant life isn't just about exercising regularly. It's about staying consistently active throughout the day. If you've been sitting too much, now is the perfect time to make a change. Small, frequent movements can greatly enhance how you feel and function. Mistake number 2, neglecting protein intake and the risk of muscle loss. One common pitfall after 60 is not consuming enough protein, which can lead to diminished muscle strength and energy. You might think, I eat enough, but let's explore how essential protein really is for our well-being. As we age, one common oversight is neglecting our protein intake, which can lead to losing muscle mass and vitality. Many might assume that as long as they eat enough food, they are okay. However, the truth is that after 60, our bodies require more protein to maintain strength and energy. Just like Maria, a vibrant 68-year-old who embraced a protein-rich diet after realizing she felt weaker than before. By incorporating lean meats, legumes, and dairy into her meals, she not only regained her strength, but also her zest for life. As we age, our bodies process protein less efficiently, and this means we need to be even more mindful of our protein intake to maintain our precious muscle mass. Many of us don't realize that we might be losing muscle until everyday tasks, like standing up from a chair or carrying groceries, start to feel more challenging. This gradual muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, can be a significant roadblock to our independence after the age of 60. The reality is, once muscle starts to diminish, it's much harder to rebuild. Weak muscles can lead to balance issues, increasing the risk of falls and injuries. Take Richard, for instance. At 68, he believed he was eating a balanced diet, but he noticed his legs felt weaker and his energy wasn't what it used to be. His doctor informed him that he wasn't getting enough protein to support his muscles. Inspired by this advice, Richard began incorporating more lean meats, eggs, beans, nuts, and protein-rich dairy into his meals. Within weeks, he felt revitalized, stronger, and more stable on his feet. To gauge your own muscle strength, try standing up from a chair without using your hands. If this feels tough or unsteady, it might be time to boost your protein intake and consider some strength training. If your eating habits haven't changed since your 40s or 50s, it's essential to rethink your diet. Increasing protein isn't merely a suggestion, it's vital for maintaining strength, mobility, and independence. If you're finding this information helpful, drop a number 2 in the comments below. Let's keep moving forward to mistake number 3. Neglecting sleep and disrupting our body's essential repair process. Many believe that needing less sleep is just an unfortunate part of aging, but this is one of the biggest misconceptions out there. Our bodies still need quality sleep, not just to feel rested, but to bolster memory, support muscle recovery, sustain heart health, and even strengthen our immune systems. Unfortunately, as we age, we often develop poor sleep habits that can lead to chronic fatigue, increased inflammation, and even a heightened risk of cognitive decline. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night or felt groggy after a full night's sleep, your body may not be getting the deep, restorative sleep it craves. The consequences of sleep deprivation can be significant. Studies show that it can weaken our immune systems, raise the risk of heart disease, and accelerate memory issues over time. Consider Frank, who is 71. He thought that needing less sleep was just part of getting older, but he soon faced daytime fatigue and brain fog. His doctor explained that deep sleep is crucial for his body to function optimally, and that adjusting his nighttime habits was key. By cutting down on late-night screen time, avoiding caffeine before bed, and establishing a calming bedtime routine, Frank experienced remarkable improvements in his energy, focus, and overall well-being within just a few weeks. Our sleep habits can significantly affect our quality of life, leading to chronic fatigue and increased inflammation. If you find yourself waking up at night or feeling tired despite a full night's sleep, it might be time to reassess your sleep routine. As we age, our bodies still crave that deep, restorative slumber, which is crucial for our overall health. Take Frank, for example. At 71, he believed that less sleep was just part of getting older, but when he began experiencing fatigue and brain fog, he sought help. His doctor introduced him to the importance of quality sleep, and Frank took action. By reducing screen time before bed and establishing a calming routine, he soon felt a remarkable shift in his energy and clarity. Frank's journey reminds us that it's never too late to prioritize our well-being and reclaim our nights. Making small adjustments to our nighttime habits can lead to significant improvements in health. Frank's story is a powerful testament to how prioritizing good sleep can rejuvenate our minds and bodies. If you find yourself struggling, consider what simple changes you can make tonight for a brighter tomorrow. John's journey to better sleep began with small yet impactful changes. He decided to cut back on late-night screen time, steer clear of caffeine after dusk, and embrace a soothing bedtime routine. After just a few weeks, he experienced a wonderful transformation, feeling more energized, focused, and vibrant. If you're looking for ways to enhance your own well-being, remember that small changes can lead to big results. Have you ever wondered if your sleep truly rejuvenates you? Here's a simple reflection. When you wake up, do you feel energized and ready to embrace the day? Or do you find yourself dragging, needing extra time to get going? If mornings often feel sluggish, it might be time to explore ways to enhance your sleep quality. Quality sleep is essential. It's a cornerstone for long-term health, sharp cognitive function, and effective physical recovery. One common misconception among those over 60 is thinking that walking alone is sufficient for fitness. While walking is fantastic for your heart and mobility, it doesn't quite do enough for maintaining strength and balance or preventing falls. As we age, our muscles naturally weaken, balance may decline, and the risk of falling increases unless we actively engage in countermeasures. Here's something many may not realize. Falls are the leading cause of injuries among older adults, often stemming not from weak legs, but from poor balance and muscle loss. Without incorporating strength and stability exercises, we unwittingly increase our vulnerability to trips and serious injuries. This was the case for Edward, a 74-year-old who thought his daily walks were enough. One day, he misjudged a step, lost his balance, and fell. Thankfully, He didn't sustain any serious injuries, but the experience was a wake-up call. His doctor explained that his balance was diminishing due to a lack of training in his stabilizing muscles. Inspired to take charge, Edward began incorporating gentle strength exercises, core training, and balance drills into his routine. Within weeks, he experienced a remarkable transformation, feeling more stable, confident, and far less afraid of falling. Strength training doesn't have to mean lifting heavy weights at the gym. It can be as simple as using resistance bands, performing bodyweight squats, practicing standing on one foot, or even using a chair for support during leg exercises. The key is to challenge your muscles and balance, keeping your body strong, coordinated, and resilient. Want to test your balance? Stand near a counter, lift one foot slightly off the ground, and see if you can hold your balance for at least 10 seconds. If you find this challenging, it's a clear sign that your balance needs attention, and starting sooner rather than later is crucial. Your muscles and balance form the foundation of your mobility. Neglecting them after 60 can quickly lead to a decline in independence. If you've mainly relied on walking, it's time to embrace strength and stability training to keep yourself active, independent, and free from injury. If you're still with us and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to show your support. Now, let's move on to another vital aspect of health. Mistake 5. Neglecting hydration. One of the most underestimated health risks after 60 is not drinking enough water. You might think, I don't feel thirsty, so I'm fine. However, as we age, our body's thirst signals can weaken, meaning you could be dehydrated before you even realize it. Chronic dehydration doesn't just leave you feeling tired, it can also lead to joint pain, constipation, kidney issues, confusion, and even an increased risk of falls. Dehydration can sneak up on you, making it vital to stay mindful of your fluid intake. Many of us believe that as long as we drink something throughout the day, we're staying hydrated. But did you know that by the time you feel thirsty, your body may already be in need of water? The effects of dehydration can be serious. When we don't get enough fluids, our muscles weaken, our joints lose their lubrication, and our brain function can slow, leading to dizziness and poor concentration. Let me share with you the story of Walter, a vibrant 76-year-old. Walter thought he was doing just fine with his coffee in the morning and a little water during meals. However, he began to notice frequent headaches, muscle cramps, and episodes of dizziness when standing. After a visit to his doctor, he learned that coffee and tea could actually pull water from his body instead of hydrating it. But Walter took this to heart and made a simple yet powerful change. He started each day with a full glass of water and kept sipping throughout the day. In just a few weeks, he felt a remarkable difference. His energy surged, digestion improved, and his joints felt much more flexible. Staying hydrated is so important. Here's a quick test. Pinch the skin on the back of your hand. If it snaps back instantly, you're likely well hydrated. If it takes a moment, consider drinking more water. The beautiful part is that this adjustment is one of the easiest to make. Keeping a glass of water nearby and sipping regularly can significantly boost your energy, joint health, and brain function. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Take action today. As we conclude this video, I encourage you to reflect on these 5 common mistakes we often make. If you recognize any of them in your routine, don't worry. It's never too late to make positive changes. Whether you focus on breaking up long periods of sitting, increasing your protein intake, enhancing your sleep, incorporating strength training, or prioritizing hydration, each small step brings you closer to a healthier, more vibrant future. The incredible news is that our bodies are resilient. Even if you've been making these mistakes for years, you have the power to start reversing the effects today. Consistency is the key. Small daily habits can lead to a stronger, more energetic, and mobile life. So, which of these 5 areas are you most excited to work on? Have you noticed any changes in your strength, energy, or overall health? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Please share one thing you learned today in the comments, along with how you plan to implement it in your life. Your insights are precious to us, and reading your comments motivates and encourages us every day. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, we would be so grateful if you could like, subscribe, and share it with others. Your support helps us continue to create uplifting content that informs and inspires. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the next video. Remember, consistency is key. Small daily habits compound over time, contributing to a healthier, more energetic life. It's not just about avoiding illness, it's about thriving. Reflect on which areas, strength, energy, or overall health require your attention most. Have you noticed changes in your health? We would love to hear from you. Share one insight you gained today and how you plan to implement it in your life. Your experiences matter to us and inspire others on their journeys. If you found this video uplifting and helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support empowers us to create enriching content that informs and inspires. Thank you for being part of our community, and we can't wait to connect with you in our next video. Your thoughtful comments fill our hearts with joy and motivate us to keep going. If you found this video uplifting and helpful, please show your support by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Together, we can continue to create inspiring content that nourishes your spirit. Thank you for being part of our community, and we can't wait to connect with you in the next video.